Hello folks, and welcome to another Sasoi spikeboarding tutorial and demo. And there's not a whole lot of explanation to do here because this is just absolute heaven on earth. Look at these pictures and you will understand what I'm speaking about. So these are the foothills of the Front Range, just outside of Denver and very close to Golden, Colorado, with sensational pavement. And what you're watching here is an athlete in the 8th year of spikeboarding, which is very similar to cross-country roller skiing, only super casual, and a whole heck of a lot of fun. So we're just going to do a little out and back in these foothills. And it's about a 14-15 minute loop, so we'd love to just tell you a little bit about the progression of the sport and when it was made and how it relates to all other small wheeled transport sports. So if you think about it, inline skates have never been thought of as what speed skaters do in summer. Go ahead, try and look that up and see if you can find what is inline skate, and then have some result that says, oh, inline skate is what speed skaters do in summer. No, inline skate became its own category and it was fully flushed out. And of course, inline speed skating is the fastest creature on small wheels. There's absolutely no way to make it go faster with a shaft or a pole or any kind of other kinetics. I mean, these guys and gals are just flying on those skates. So for some particular reason, roller skiing never really got that same sort of respect or descendancy into an established realm where the world loved roller ski. That never really happened. And of course, when you think about that, that's a shame because Brazil has just recently taken a child from the favela slums and they've made him into an Olympic athlete in cross-country skiing. That's because roller skiing just feeds cross-country skiing like mad. And had roller skiing really been developed quite a bit, I have a feeling that spikeboarding would have been born a long time ago. Spikeboarding is movement, people. It's just movement. It's as if butterfly swimming was born in 1933 or 1935. Go ahead and wiki that online, butterfly stroke wiki, and you'll find the history of the butterfly stroke in swimming, which is a competitive forward propulsion water movement. And it'll explain how it was born. So that's how long it took. Okay, we're flipping around here. We're headed back. It took between 1933 and 1935 to develop both the upper and the lower body aspects of it. And of course, roller skiing, since it never really jumped into the public imagination, and heck, we live in New York, and we run into a lot of people when we're spikeboarding, and we'll run into Scandinavians in Central Park, and they'll proudly proclaim they were on snow skis before they walked. But they might not know about roller skiing. As simple as that. I mean, you can go to many places in the country where roller skiing where cross-country skiing is understood. You can be right in the middle of Minneapolis and people have no idea what roller skiing is. So if there would have been roller skiing grassroots development properly, we really feel that spikeboarding would have been born a long time ago, because it is so clearly evident that a board can go up hills. We might be into the 5th, 6th minute by now, but if you've noticed, this athlete's going up hills. And of course, if you were to live in this neighborhood right here, spikeboarding would be incredibly accessible to you. Straight out the door. So the 3 strokes of spikeboarding are just so clearly obvious. And the upper body from cross-country skiing has been placed on top of different sets of lower body movements before. This happened in 1985. Skate ski never existed, guys, until 1985. And skate ski comes to us directly from skating. Hockey skating, figure skating, speed skating. So waist down, skate ski's got nothing to do with skiing as it had been before. So skiing up until 1984-85 was diagonal stride. And waist down, the entire thing was like a detonation. It all exploded. So that's all spikeboarding is. It's a connection of the scooter kick, the skateboard kick with the upper body Nordic movement. And everything is powered by a tiny little carbide spike tip. The little tiny spike tip at the bottom. Without it, the skateboard spike wouldn't work, and neither would the ski poles. So this is a little downhill that we could have taken, but it's the first time down, and you always want to be a little cautious when you take your routes. Folks, the Sassoy company is going to make a break. It's really close by, really way close by, way closer than you think. So we'll try to bring it to market, and then little hills like that will be of no relevance. Everything will work exactly like a cycle, like a road cycle. Not too far from here is Lookout Mountain. Check out our other videos. We've summited Lookout Mountain quite a bit, and of course then we behave like roller skiers, not downhill skiers. We just jump off the board and hop in a car, or if we take a bicycle up with us and a partner, we'll just use their disc brakes on the way down for both athletes. And you might want to check out a little bit of velo spiking as well. That's simple. Just go to velospiking.com, and you might enjoy that if you like to run your ticker hard. Spikeboarding is a transport sport. It's wonderful, lifelong full-body literacy. You're looking at a 55-year-old athlete, mom and dad, and this all begins on a scooter. So consider what it is that you teach your children, and whatever it is that you teach them when they're young, they'll never forget it. And whatever you don't, they'll never forget that you didn't teach them. Because if you don't teach them young, it can be exceedingly challenging to learn when you're older. So if all you've got is the gym and running, cross your fingers and hope you don't blow your knees out. And hope you really enjoy being in a box your whole life. So it's difficult to continue to get the body moving, and of course cross-country skiing is the sport of gods. It's the most comprehensive head-to-toe forward human propulsion that's ever been created, whether it's on wheels or whether it's on snow. And back in 2010, the series of movements that you're seeing here, a Kubicross, a kick and a spike simultaneously, known as the Kubicross stroke, and the stand-up spike stroke, all followed after the birth of that hand tool the athlete has in his hand. It's called the skateboard spike. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this. Spike Denver, spike hard, spike often, spikeboarding. So we'll see you at the next one. Stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Most of all, learn as much physical literacy as you can. And so long.